From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, November 21st, 2022. I'm D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. A Rapid City police officer shot and killed a man who charged at the officer while holding a large butcher-type knife. Police say the incident occurred around 5:30 a.m. Friday after an officer responded to a disturbance call. Rapid City Police Chief Don Hedrick says the initial investigation shows that the man was attempting to hurt the officer and called the struggle active combat. After being charged, Hedrick said the officer fired his weapon at the suspect, who then collapsed. The officer attempted life-saving procedures, but the man later died at the hospital. Rapid City has some new firefighters. Amy Rose has the story.
On Friday, 12 recruits graduated from the Fire Training Academy and were welcomed into the Rapid City Fire Department. Going through the Fire Academy is very similar to military training, with intense discipline and physical training to match. The recruits go through 2 hours of classwork and 6 hours of hands-on training each day. The new firefighters will begin their first shift on Monday, November 21st.
A home in Johnson Siding was damaged Thursday night by a rockslide. The Johnson Siding Volunteer Fire Department responded to the incident. As many as 4 boulders came down and damaged the home, one just missing the home's propane tank. Although the cause of the rockslide is unknown, cold weather, ice, and wind could have been contributing factors. No one was injured. In national and international news, no fewer than 10 major Republican White House prospects stepped onto the ballroom stage this weekend for the unofficial opening of the next presidential primary season at the Republican Jewish Coalition. Within many speeches was an extraordinary sense of defiance rarely seen since former President Donald Trump took control of the Republican Party 6 years ago. The central message? This is the moment for the party to move past Trump. But as Trump rivals grow more confident, some donors and party officials worry that the crowded 2024 class may already be laying the groundwork to recreate Trump's successes in 2016. That year, a crowded Republican field splintered the primary electorate and gave Trump an easier path to the nomination. NASA's Orion space capsule has reached the moon. Amy Rose has the details.
NASA's Orion capsule has reached the moon, whipping around the backside and passing within about 80 miles. The close approach occurred Monday as the crew capsule and its 3 test dummies were on the far side of the moon. Because of the communication blackout, flight controllers in Houston did not know if the critical engine firing went well until the capsule emerged from behind the moon. It's the first time a capsule has visited the moon since the Apollo program 50 years ago. Orion blasted off last Wednesday from Florida's Kennedy Space Center on a 3-week flight.
Now the latest on the war in Ukraine. Ukrainian authorities have started evacuating civilians from the recently liberated areas of Kherson and Mykolaiv regions. They fear that damage to the infrastructure is too severe for people to endure the upcoming winter. Officials said Monday that residents of the 2 southern regions, regularly shelled in the past months by Russian forces, have been advised to move to safer parts of the country. The government promised to provide them with transportation, accommodation, and medical care. The evacuations come just over a week after Ukraine retook Kherson in a major battlefield gain. The evacuations underline the severe difficulties the country is facing as Russian shelling of the country's power infrastructure continues and winter weather slowly sets in. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Sunny skies today and a high of 47. Low tonight, 29. And that was your Daily Slice for Monday, November 21st, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston, engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.